Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, in today's episode, we have $1,500 up for grabs. Compliments our old friends at Capital One and the Business Spark Cash Card. So in typical fashion, we talk about this offer, terms and conditions, requirements, eligibility, of course, the card itself, everything you need to know to make Capital One's money become your money. So of course, if that sounds of interest to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, as always, you will have a direct offer link down below. It is not an affiliate or a referral. I do have one for the Spark Cash Plus. Takes even more spend, but it does pay out even a little bit more if you are interested. That'll be over on Profitable.content.com for you. But this one again is the public offer for $1,500. It's going to take a lot of spend, so this won't be for everyone. It's an offer I've tried to get for quite some time, but I keep getting denied myself. So maybe you guys can avenge me on this one. But let's get to work here, taking a look at the promotional material to start. And here we have it. You know, we can't see his face. I don't know if this guy is happy or not. I'm going to assume he's happy. He just kind of looks like he's just staring down at his card. Because, you know, if he was going to he's about to buy something, his computer screen looks off if that is a screen in front of him. So I think he's just sitting there admiring his card that he finally got it. And he's much closer to $1,500. So technically a push on the happy person, but we do have a person. We're just assuming they're happy. So we can stick right here for it. As you can see, $1,500. They don't quite tell you in this screen, but what you do need to do is spend $15,000 on the card within the first 3 months of opening, and just like that, you're going to get the cash bonus. It is for a limited time, in quotes. I don't know how long it's going to be good for, but I imagine since it just came out, we've got some time to work on it there. And really, there you go. It's a credit card offer again, so there's really not much to do other than apply, be approved, and get the card. Now, if you're interested, stick around because we're going to cover quite a bit in the eligibility piece that you might need to be aware of if you're not used to how Capital One does their credit products. But overall, again, it is a lot of spend. Unfortunately, they don't give you like the 6-month window. They give you the 3-month window. You know, for a lot of folks, you know, here at least we do summer and winter property taxes. Those bills are going to be coming out pretty soon. If I was to get it, that's what I would probably do. That wouldn't take all the 15 grand, but it'd be a sizable piece of it. I know not everyone pays their property taxes, so again, like I said, not going to be for everyone, but it is an offer I've been chasing for some time. I'm not even going to apply this time. They would definitely deny me, but anyways, let's keep going here. The eligibility fees and closure next. And here you have it. As you would have guessed, this is nationwide. Now, I did look around for some Capital One credit card rules, especially for the business ones. I've seen there's a 48-month bonus rules. Couldn't have a bonus on this card in the past 48 months. I don't know if that's true or enforced or not. It's because of what I found. They were older blog posts from places. Then I've also seen a 1 in 6 rule, one new card every 6 months. I did see people saying they were currently holding this card and had been able to get another one, though there's references like, well, we may not approve you. So, you know, those two, not 100% sure on, but I did want to note them. If anyone does know for sure, let us know down below. We just don't really see people going after Spark cards that often unless they have these large offers. Even then, they seem fairly hard to get. Anyways, the good news here is this card does have an annual fee of $95. Well, that's not the good news. The good news is that it is waived in year number 1, which means that entire bonus is all yours for year number 1. And then it is a credit card, so you can close it after the first year, which is fine. You close within 30 days of that annual fee posting. You should get that refunded to you. It's good. Now, here's the deal with Capital One cards. They pull from all 3 credit agencies, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. In my old line of work of mortgages, called a tri-merge credit pull. The reason being is issuers are not required to report to any or all of the agencies, so to get a full view, the fullest view of your credit profile, they pull from all 3. Mortgage is really the only product that does that. Car loans, other credit cards don't, and, well, Capital One does that. I do not think it's a big deal at all. Some people think it's a really big deal. That's kind of up to you. I'm just letting you know it's going to be a pull from all 3. I believe they still do that. Also, the bigger deal here is that this Spark card, from what I understand, the Spark Cash card does report to personal credit. It's a little bit weird how Capital One does it. Some of their business cards report, some of them don't. I believe from what I've seen and going off of comments and conversation, I believe this one does report to personal credit. It's not really that big of a deal given the payout of $1,500. But if you're someone who's trying to get into, we really got to expand it, because Chase used to be the only 524 person, but I've been denied for Wells Fargo and Citi and even US Bank for basically their version of 524. So 524 does affect a lot of other banks now, I believe. So if you're trying to get other cards over this and you're not just bonus hunting, keep that in mind. This will show up on your personal credit, I'm pretty sure. This is not the charge card version. Now, you're not supposed to carry a balance ever, but the charge card version, I think, is a Spark Cash Plus, where you do have to pay it at the end of the billing cycle, as you would know, but you're going to pay your card anyway. So those are the notes. Again, a little shaky on those, so just let me know down below. We just don't really talk about these too often, so I don't think there's a ton of updated rules out there. So anyhow, that is what you need to know. Let's quickly take a look at the card, do a summary slide here. So we saw it in the happy person slide, but it's Spark Cash. Again, they have multiple versions of this. There's like a 1.5x and there's a 2, and then there's Spark Cash Plus. It's also 2 as a charge card. It could be easier if you're a Capital One, but this is what they've done. So as we said, $95 annual fee. It is waived in the first year, which is fantastic. 2x back on all purchases is really good, because if you think about 2x, it's not like amazing, but if you got to spend 15 grand and you're going to get 2x back on all of it, that's super helpful, especially if you're going to go the tax route, because that will help cut down on a lot of that processing fee, which does make this, again, probably the use case most people go for. And if you care, they do allow 5x on hotel rentals and cars booked via Capital One Travel, which honestly, I don't know much about Capital One Travel, but if you got to spend 15 grand and you're going to get 5x on it, it may be beneficial to consider booking your vacations or something through the summer through the portal, just to pick up that extra spend and 5x back. You'd have to look at it, price it all out. I don't know a ton about the Capital One Travel portal, but given you got to do 15 grand, anything really helps. So there you go. That is the card itself. So let's hit the summary slide here to wrap this one up. And again, as we said, the target is Capital One. You want the Business Spark Cash card. Again, just be careful. There are a few of them, and they do all look the same. Again, the link down below will take you exactly where you need to be. Direct offer, not a referral. It is nationwide. Your payout is $1,500. Requirements, again, spend that 15 grand within the first 3 months of account opening. The fees, yes, $95, but it is waived in year number 1, so not really. I'm just letting you know that, so you make sure to close it within the start of the second year, because it is a credit card, so you do want to keep it open for 1 year. And there you go, just like that. That is Capital One Spark Card and $1,500 in your pocket. Again, I know some of these aren't for everyone, but if you can get it, I do think this is a good offer, given just the amount of cash you're getting in one go. And for 3 hard pulls, you might as well cash in. But of course, if this one is not for you, or you want to see the other Capital One offer for even more spend, the Spark Cash Plus, I believe it is, well then check out ProfitableContent.com. That is the channel's blog. It's always linked down below for you, and on the channel homepage, we post the latest news stories, plenty of bank promotions, sometimes even from Capital One, and of course the credit card offers that we mentioned. We do have a Capital One section with this card, the other card, and the Venture X Business if you're interested in that, plus the personal ones. But anyways, guys, that'll do for this one. So of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. So we're posting content just like this every single week on how to make the bank's money become your money, and of course every single day over on ProfitableContent.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.